If you're here for a specific 1980s song, feel free to skip ahead using the timestamps in the video. Each song in this tutorial has its own section, so you can jump straight to the one you want to learn. Let's dive in. Today, we're going to learn the piano accompaniment for In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. After many years of speculation, Phil Collins revealed that he wrote this song because of the grief he experienced after his divorce. So it's safe to say this song is not about passing gas, which is what I secretly wished it was about. Here's our middle C for reference. We'll learn the piano accompaniment in the original key of D minor, which has one flat, B flat. Now on to the intro. The left hand will be the easiest to play because throughout the entire song, we'll play D repeatedly for each chord. So for the intro, we'll play D for D minor, C over D, B flat over D, and C over D. On the right, we have A, D, and F for D minor, G, C, E for C over D, and F, B flat, and D for B flat over D, and C over D. With both hands, the chord progression is D minor, C over D, B flat over D, and C over D. Now, here's how I'd play the rhythm for the intro. This progression repeats 3 times, then finishes with D minor for a full measure. Alternatively, if you want to play it more like Phil Collins does, you can use these inversions: D, F, and A for D minor, C, E, and G for C over D, B flat, D, and F for B flat over D, and back to C over D. Moving on to the verse section, our first chord is D minor, followed by A minor over D, where the left hand plays D and the right hand plays A, C, and E. Then we have B flat over D, with F, B flat, and D on the right. After that, we have C over D, which we learned earlier. Each chord in the verse section is twice as long and played like so: D minor, A minor over D, B flat over D, and C over D. This pattern is played twice. You can also try playing an octave higher in the second verse to add some variation. For the chorus, we'll play the exact same chords as in the intro. In the second verse, to add some emphasis like in the studio recording, you can give the D minor chord a bit more punch by playing it like this. The rest of the verse will be played the same. In today's lesson, we'll learn how to play I Like Chopin by Gazebo with the melody. Here's middle C for reference. We'll start by learning this beautiful piano intro. With our right hand, we'll play A, D, E, F, A, F, A, B flat, A, B flat, G, F, E, G, E, D, C, G, F, E, F, D, A, F, A, B flat, A, B flat, G, F, E, G, E, D, and C. For our left hand, we have D, A, D for D minor, B flat, F, B flat for B flat major, C, G, C for C major, A, E, A for A minor, and we'll repeat this a second time. With hands together, we have this. Here's the preview of the verse section. On our right, we have G, G, A, G, G, F, A, D, G, G, and C. And we repeat this again. On our left, we have F, C, F for F major, D, A, D for D minor, B flat, F, B flat for B flat major, and C, G, C for C major. And we'll repeat this again. With hands together, we have this. This brings us to the pre-chorus, which sounds like this. On our right, we have C, A, F, D, F, C, A, C, C, A, F, D, F, C, A, C, A, D, C, A, G, A, B flat, A, and G. On our left, we have A, E, A for A minor, B flat, F, B flat for B flat major, A minor chord, B flat major chord, A minor chord, B flat major chord, C major chord, and D flat, A, and D flat for A over D flat chord. Now let's play with hands together. This brings us to the chorus. On the right, we play A, G, F, A, B flat, C, B flat, A, E, G, A, B flat, A, G, C, B flat, A, C, D, E, D, C, D, E, F, A, and G. On the left hand, we have D minor, F major, C major, A over D flat, F major, A minor, B flat major, C major. With both hands together, we have the following. This bridges to a beautiful piano instrumental that sounds like this. On our right, we have A, F, E, F, A, B flat, G, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, B flat, E, D, and C. For the left hand, from the last two chords of our course, we have D minor, B flat major, C major, A minor, B flat major, G minor, A minor, and we'll add A over D flat at the end. With hands together, we have this. The synthesizer section that plays in the beginning and in the middle of the song. On the right we have C, D, F, A, F, G, D, F, D, C, D, C, D, C, D, F, A, F, G, D, F, D, C, E, G, A, E, G, D, E, D, C, E, C, E, G, A, E, G, D, E, C. On the left hand, we'll play D octaves for D minor, B flat octave for B flat major, C octaves for C major, A octaves for A minor. With hands together, the synthesizer section sounds like this. Finally, we have a second instrumental section, which sounds like this. First chord is D minor 7 with D on the left and C, F, A on the right. D minor 7. Next we have B flat major with B flat on the left and F and B flat on the right, followed by an F on the right. Then we have C major with C on the left and C, E, and G on the right. Next is A minor with A on the left and C, E, and A on the right. Then we repeat those chords again. And end with A over D flat, with D flat on the left and D flat, E, and A on the right. So we've learned all the sections of the song. If you have any questions or requests, please leave in the comments down below. In the next 11 minutes, we'll learn the piano accompaniment for Stuck on You by Lionel Richie in the original key. For reference, here's middle C. And we're learning the accompaniment in the key of F major, which has only one flat, B flat. Let's see what the intro sounds like. Our first chord is F major, where we'll play F, C, F on our left. On our right, we'll play C, F, and A together. So we have this for F major. Our next chord is A minor with A, E, and A on our left. On our right, we'll play C, E, and A together. So that's A minor chord. So we have F major and A minor. Then we have B flat major with B flat, F, and B flat on our left hand. On our right, we'll play only D and F together because B flat is already taken by our left hand. Alternatively, I prefer to play a B flat major 9 chord instead of a B flat major by adding a C on my right hand. So this is B flat major, and this is B flat major 9. Next is B flat over C, with C, G, and C on our left hand. Then we have F on our right, and then we have C on our left, and E on our right for our C major chord. So B flat over C and C major. For a fuller sound, I like to play B flat, D, and F together on my right for B flat over C. So we have F major, A minor, B flat major 9, B flat over C, and C major. And here's the simpler version. This chord progression is played twice for the intro. You can use this exact chord progression for the verse sections as well. If you're accompanying yourself while you sing, you might find it hard to play broken chords while you sing. So an easier way to play the accompaniment is to play solid chords. We'll play F major, A minor, B flat major 9, B flat over C, and C major with C on the left and C, E, and G on the right. So we have B flat over C and C major. So reviewing that again, we have F major, A minor, B flat major 9, B flat over C, and C major. And we'll play the this chord progression 4 times for each first section. Right after each verse, there's a turnaround section which sounds like this. The first part of this turnaround reminds me of Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight. What do you guys think? By the way, I also have a tutorial for Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight. See the description section for the link. Alright, so we'll cover the melody on the right hand first. We'll start with A, G, F, G. Then we have A, G, F, D. Let's repeat that again. Then we have C, D, F, G, F, D, C, D, and F. So again, we have this. On the left hand, we'll play our chords with F, C, and F for F major, A, E, and A for A minor, B flat, F, and B flat for B flat major, and C and G for C major. So F major, A minor, B flat major, C major, and back to F major. Putting both hands together, we have this. Let's repeat that again. What I like to do is play A and C together on the right instead of just the A to add a bit more volume to the melody. So it will sound like this. The second half of the turnaround sounds like this. Let's look at the last part. On the right, we have C, D, F, D, C, A, G, and F. With hands together, the second part sounds like this. Let's play the entire turnaround. This brings us to the bridge, which sounds like this. Our first chord is B flat major with B flat on the left and B flat, D, and F played together on the right. Next is C major with C on the left and C, E, and G played together on the right. Then we have F major with F on the left and C, F, and A played together on the right. Keeping the same notes on our right hand, we'll move only our left hand from F to D to give us our D minor 7. So the chord progression is B flat major, C major, F major, and D minor 7. And we'll repeat those 4 chords again. Then we have B flat major, C major, and this. The chords here are F major, C over E with E on the left, and C, E, G on the right. So B flat major, C major, F major, C over E, and D minor 7. From here, we'll play C major and D minor 7. And this is played twice. Then we have B flat for the full bar, and B flat over C, and then C. Let's review the bridge. B flat major, C major, F major, and D minor 7. We'll repeat those chords again. Then we have B flat major, C major, F major, C over E, and D minor 7. C major, D minor 7, C major, D minor 7. B flat major, B flat over C, and C major. Then for the outro, we'll just play the turnaround. And slow down at the end like so. If you're a fan of Lionel Richie, you'll love my best performing tutorial for Easy by the Commodores here. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be learning the piano accompaniment for Hello by Lionel Richie in its original key. Feel free to use the chapter markers to jump to different sections of the tutorial. Here's our middle C for reference. The song is played in the key of A minor, which has no sharps or flats. We'll begin by learning the intro. I'll go through the chords first and then show you how to play the rhythm. Starting with our left hand, we'll play A for A minor chord. Next, we'll play G for C major 7 over G, F for F major 7, back to G, and F for F major 7. Again, we'll play A, G, F, G, and F. On our right hand, for A minor, we'll play A, B, C, and E together. For C major 7 over G, we'll play G, B, C, and E together. For F major 7, we'll play F, A, C, and E together. Then we'll go back to C major 7 over G, and then back to F major 7. Again, that's A minor, C major 7 over G, F major 7, C major 7 over G, and F major 7. Slowly, with hands together, we have A minor, C major 7 over G, F major 7, C major 7 over G, and F major 7. For the rhythm, we'll play the chord twice on the right hand for each chord like so. This chord progression is played twice in the intro. Guess what? We also know the verse sections because it uses the same chord progression. For verse 1, we'll play this chord progression 3 times. We arrive at the pre-chorus section where we'll play A minor, C major 7 over G, F major 7, and then we have A major. We have A on the left, and A, C, C sharp, and E played together on the right. Let's play the pre-chorus again with A minor, C major 7 over G, F major 7, and A major. This brings us to the chorus section. We'll cover the left hand first. We have D for D minor 7, G for G major, C for C major, and F for F major. Again, that's D minor 7, G major, C major, and F major. On the right hand, for D minor 7, we'll play A, C, and F together. For G major, we'll play G, B, and D together. For C major, we'll play G, C, E together. And for F major, we'll play F, A, and C together. Once again, we have D minor 7, G major, C major, and F major. Just like before, we'll use the same rhythm here. With hands together, we have D minor 7, G major, C major, and F major. For the second half of the chorus, we have B flat for B flat minor 7 and E for E major. Next we have A for A minor, B for G over B, C for C major, and B for G over B. Again, we have B flat minor 7, E major, A minor, G over B, C major, and G over B. On the right hand, for B flat minor 7, we have F, A, and D played together. For E major, we have E, G sharp, and B played together. Then for A minor, we have E, A, and C played together. For G over B, we play G, B, and D together. For C major, we have G, C, and E played together. And then back to G over B. Again, we have B flat minor 7, E major, A minor, G over B, C major, and G over B. With proper rhythm, we have B flat minor 7, E major, A minor, G over B, C major, and G over B. Again, a little faster, we have B flat minor 7, E major, A minor, G over B, C major, and G over B. Putting all that together for the first part of the chorus, we have D minor 7, G major, C major, F major, B flat minor 7, E major, A minor, G over B, C major, and G over B. Then we repeat the chord progression with a slight change at the end. C major, F major, B flat minor 7, and we'll hold the E major for twice as long. And then we enter the instrumental section between the chorus and the second verse. Here, we play what we had played before for the intro. For the second verse, I recommend playing octaves with your left hand to add more phonus because we're in the middle of the song. Then we have the pre-chorus section. I recommend use octaves with your bass notes on your left hand for the second chorus as well. Then we have the instrumental section again, where we play what we played for the intro. Now we arrive at the guitar solo section. For the piano, you just play the first section here, like before. Then comes the pre-chorus and chorus sections, which we've covered already. Like before, I recommend playing octaves with your bass notes on the left hand to add fullness to the song. When you arrive at the instrumental, play the main chord progression once only here, and end with an A major chord, with A on the left, and E, A, C sharp, and E on the right. Or you can play A, C sharp, E, and A on the right. Today we're learning the piano accompaniment for Against All Odds by Phil Collins. This is one of my favorite ballads from Phil Collins, and we're going to learn the song in the original key of D flat major, which has 5 flats. Let's learn. Here's our middle C for reference. We'll start with the intro, which sounds like this. Starting with our left hand, we'll play E flat octaves for E flat minor 7, A flat for A flat major, and we'll repeat that again with E flat octaves in A flat. On your right hand, for E flat minor 7, we'll play D flat and E flat together, followed by A flat, B flat, G flat, and F. For A flat major, we'll play E flat, A flat, and C. Let's repeat the right hand again. E flat minor 7 and A flat major. Then we're going to repeat the E flat minor 7 notes again. And for the final A flat major chord, instead of playing E flat, A flat, and C like before, we'll play A flat, C, and E flat together. Let's try that again. E flat minor 7, A flat major, E flat minor 7, and A flat major. With hands together, we have this. We're going to call this our intro pattern, and it will be played again later in the song. Now we arrive at the verse section, and we'll go over our left hand first. We have B flat for B flat minor 7, C for C minor 7, D flat for D flat sus2, and E flat for E flat minor 11. Now for our right hand, we have A flat, D flat, and F together for B flat minor 7. Then we're going to keep that finger shape and move our hand up one whole step and play B flat, E flat, and G together for C minor 7. For rhythm, we're going to play our chords on the first beat, and on the right hand, we'll pulse our chords on every half note, like so. B flat minor 7, C minor 7. For D flat sus2, we have D flat, E flat, and A flat played together on our right hand. For E flat minor 11, we'll just move our middle finger to play G flat. So we have D flat, G flat, and A flat on the right hand. Let's repeat those 4 chords again. B flat minor 7, C minor 7, D flat sus2, and E flat minor 11. Our next chord is G flat major, where we have G flat on the left, and B flat, D flat, and G flat on the right. For A flat over G flat, we'll keep our left hand on G flat and play C, E flat, and and A flat on the right. So that's G flat major and A flat over G flat. For F minor 7, we have F on the left and A flat, C, and E flat on the right. Then back to B flat minor 7, which we learned before. So we have B flat minor 7, C minor 7, D flat sus2, E flat minor 11, G flat major, A flat over G flat, F minor 7, and B flat minor 7. For E flat minor 7, we have E flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat on the right. And we're going to play this chord for one whole note. For G flat over A flat, we're going to only move our left hand from E flat to A flat and play the same notes: G flat, B flat, and D flat on the right hand. Then for A flat major, we'll keep the A flat on the left and play A flat, C, and E flat on the right. So with proper timing, we have this: B flat minor 7, C minor 7, D flat sus2, E flat minor 11, G flat major, A flat over G flat, F minor 7, and B flat minor 7. For E flat minor 7, we'll play it for a whole note. Then we have G flat over A flat and A flat major. Then we'll repeat the chord progression again for verse 2. We'll call this our verse chord progression, and it is played also for the third verse in the song. For those looking for a challenge, you can play G flat over A flat and A flat chords the way Phil Collins does when accompanying himself. Here's how he plays them. After playing E flat minor 7, Phil first plays the G flat over A flat chord as a solid block, then plays E flat, G flat, B flat, D flat, and B flat on the right hand before moving to the solid A flat major chord. So the chord progression is E flat minor 7, G flat over A flat with the right hand notes, and then A flat major. Let's try that again. This brings us to the chorus section. We'll cover the left hand first. On the left, we have A flat for D flat over A flat, E flat for E flat 7, B flat for B flat minor 7, G flat for G flat major chord, E flat for E flat minor 7, A flat for G flat over A flat, and A flat for A flat major chord. On the right, we have A flat, D flat, and F for D flat over A flat, and B flat, D flat, E flat, and G for E flat 7. That's D flat over A flat, E flat 7. Then we have B flat minor 7, which we learned earlier. For G flat major, we have G flat, B flat, and D flat on the right. Then we have E flat minor 7, which we already know. For G flat over A flat, we have A flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat on the right. And for A flat major, we have A flat, C, and E flat on the right. So we have G flat over A flat and A flat major. Let's go over the chorus chord progression we just covered and take note the timing of each chord. D flat over A flat, E flat 7,
7,
7, G flat major, E flat minor 7, G flat over A flat, and A flat major. After that, we repeat the same chord progression with a slight timing change near the end. E flat 7, B flat minor 7, G flat major, E flat minor 7, G flat over A flat, G flat over A flat again, and A flat major. Then we pause. This is where the drums come in. After the drums, we reach the third verse, where the song builds, becoming fuller as more instruments join in. To match this intensity, you can enhance your accompaniment by playing octaves with your left hand for the bass. I also recommend playing the G flat to A flat over G flat chord a little different here to add some variation to your accompaniment. It gives the listener something new as opposed to the same thing played before, and it sounds like this. So we'll play the basic G flat major chord and then the A flat over G flat, and we'll play C, C, A flat, E flat, and C on our right. Then F minor 7 and B flat minor 7. Let's try to include that in our verse chord progression. B flat minor 7, C minor 7, D flat sus 2, E flat minor 11, G flat major, our modified A flat over G flat chord, F minor 7, B flat minor 7, E flat minor 7, G flat over A flat, and A flat major. Finally, as something optional, you can add the passing notes between D flat over A flat and E flat 7, like so. Notes are played on the left hand. D flat over A flat, D flat, D, and E flat 7 chord. Let's play the chorus section with those passing notes. So the chorus chord progression is played twice for the first chorus and 3 times for the second chorus. We arrive at the outro, and here's a preview of what it sounds like. You'll notice that the start of the outro is exactly what is played for the intro. Then we play the first half of the intro again. Then we follow that up with 4 chords. We'll cover the left hand first. We have D flat for D flat sus 2, C for A flat over C, G flat for G flat sus 2, and A flat for A flat sus 2. On the right hand, we have A flat and E flat played together for D flat sus 2. We'll play the same notes for A flat over C. Then we have G flat, A flat, and D flat for G flat sus 2. And keeping the same finger shape, we'll shift our hand up 1 whole note and play A flat, B flat, and E flat. So on the right hand, we have A flat over E flat played twice, G flat, A flat, and D flat played together, A flat, B flat, and E flat together. For the last 2 chords, instead of playing solid chords, I recommend rolling the chord. This is where instead of playing all the notes at the same time, you roll your fingers smoothly from the lowest to the highest notes in a rapid motion. This creates a more fluid, expressive sound, often used in ballads and emotional piano playing. Let's play the last 4 chords again. D flat sus 2, A flat over C, G flat sus 2, and A flat sus 2. And you can choose to cascade the last chord A flat sus2 on the right hand to the next few octaves like so. This technique is often used in ballads for emotional effect. Playing the outro again, we have this. If you reached this far, consider checking out my other tutorials. In the next 10 minutes, we'll learn the accompaniment of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, which requires you to learn only 5 chords, super easy to play. For reference, here's middle C, and we're learning the accompaniment in the key of C major. This is what the intro sounds like. I'll go through the first few chords and then show you the pattern to play the chords in. Our first chord is C major with C on the left hand and G, C, and E on the right hand. We're using the second inversion of C major. Next is A minor in its root position with A on the left and A, C, and E on the right. When switching between these two chords, we're moving our bottom note on our right hand between G and A. And the intro is just C major, A minor, C major, and A minor. Now we'll cover the rhythm and timing of how we play these chords. The song is in 6/8 time signature, which means that we have 6/8 beats in each bar. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. For the first 8th beat, we'll play our left hand bass note. For the remaining 5 8th beats, we'll play the chord notes on our right hand, starting from the bottom note, and we move up and then back down. For example, for our first chord, C major, we have C on the left and G, C, E, C, G on the right. For A minor, we'll do the same thing with A on the left and A, C, E, C, A on the right. With counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the entire intro is C major, A minor, C major, and A minor. We can also add a passing note on our left hand to make our playing match the recording. On the left hand, we can add a B in between the C and A notes. And we'll add the B note on the 6th beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alternatively, you can leave out the last note on the right hand while you're playing on the left hand, which is my preferred way of playing. I find it sounds better. For the verse section, our first 4 chords are exactly the same as the intro. I'll go through the chords first, and we can arpeggiate the chords after. The next chord is F major in root position with F on the left and F, A, and C on the right. Then we have G major in root position with G on the left and G, B, and D on the right. Then we have C major and G major. Let's review the chords for the first half of the verse. C major, A minor, C major, A minor, F major, G major, C major, and G major. Arpeggiating the chords, we have C major, A minor, C major, A minor, F major, G major, C major, and G major. Notice how each chord takes an entire bar. When switching from C major chord to the last G major chord, we can also add passing notes on the left hand. We'll do this by playing E and F before playing our G major chord like so. We'll try it again. C major, passing notes, and G major. So the first half of the verse section sounds like this. For the second half of the verse section, we start with C major, F major, G major, and A minor. Notice how F major and G major both last half a bar each, so together they fit in a bar. F major, G major, and E7 with E on the left, and E, G sharp, B, and D on the right. Then we have A minor for 2 bars. We'll play A minor first and play A octaves on the right and left hand. So arpeggiating the chords, we have C major. For F major, we'll play F on the left and F and A on the right. For G major, we'll play G on the left and G and B on the right. And A minor, F major, and G major. For E7, we'll play E on the left and E, G sharp, D, B, and E on the right. E7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A minor, and play A octaves for the last A minor. Let's try that in normal timing. C major, F major, G major, A minor, F major, G major, E7, A minor, and another A minor with A octaves on both hands. Let's run through the entire verse section. C major, A minor, C major, A minor, F major, G major, C major, passing notes, G major, C major, F major, G major, A minor, F major, G major, E7, A minor, and A minor again. That brings us to the chorus. The chorus progression is F major again, A minor again, F major, C major, G major, C major, and G major. Arpeggiating the chords, we have F major, A minor, F major, C major, G major, C major, and G major. Like the first section, we can apply the passing notes from C major to the last G major chord like so. Let's try the last 4 chords of the chorus. We have C major, G major, C major, passing notes, G major. So the entire chorus is F major, F major, A minor, F major, C major, G major, C major, passing notes, and G major. For the outro, we'll play the chorus chord progression except for the last two chords. And we'll repeat this chord progression a few times. The original recording repeats this section 3 times. And then we end with a C major chord. For the last iteration of the outro progression, you can add a passing note from C major to G major chord. And then we end with C major chord with C octaves on the left and G, C, and E together on the right. Roll your fingers on the right like so. If you enjoyed playing arpeggiated chords, you'll definitely enjoy my Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Click on the link below to check it out.